So we're going to jump into cheating. So let's talk about a little bit. Okay, let me give you the definition. You know, I love definitions, Wikipedia style. So the definition of cheating is infidelity is a violation of a couple's assumed or stated contract regarding emotional and or sexual exclusivity. Now, let me ask y'all this, because y'all just actually touched on that. So it's a contract or an agreement, right? That you guys enter in, y'all saying before. Y'all talk about this and put everything out there up front, right? Like a contract.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be up front. I mean, we have a conversation, all right, up front, and then midway through our relationship, if I tell you or we have a conversation about if I like it or not, or if I'm not happy or if I'm not satisfied, cool. That's an agreement. That's a conversation that we are both on the same page, or maybe we're not on the same page. Something has shifted and I want to explore. Now, you would consider it being cheating if we don't have that conversation. I just step out and do what I want to do, and you have no knowledge of it.
Right. Okay. So that's what you consider. Okay. So if no knowledge of it, then that's cheating. But if I'm having a conversation with you about it, then it's not cheating.
Well, I think Lola's poly. From everything explained, Lola's poly. Because that's my definition of it as well.
Honestly, I'm trying to figure out exactly where I am when it comes to that. I don't want to say poly. I don't want to say one person.
Well, you know, you're not saying this, sweetie. This is me. So it's I'm not labeling you. This is me just saying from what I'm getting from you, you appear poly. Everything you're stating is exactly how I'm feeling. Like, I can tell you as a poly person, my relationships are much more intimate. There's no need for any kind of lies. I consider my partner my absolute best friend. And it works because our relationship is a safe space. So we can talk about things, we can discuss needs. And the only thing that would be considered cheating is if my partner kept me outside of his expressed desires. So if he wants to bang a throat and he doesn't come to me to tell me I need a throat right now, so I can make the decision to say, okay, yeah, you can bang my throat, before he gives the option to someone else, then he's cheating. That would be unfaithful. I should get first choice to decide that I want to get my throat banged. And if I can't, exactly. If I can't, then I have to be open enough and love him enough to say, well, you should go get that because that's what you want. And let's make.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It goes back to what I was saying. Like, you gotta have that conversation. You still gotta have that talk and then have that understanding that it has to be a conversation somewhere in the relationship or beginning, which I prefer in the beginning. In relationships,
the middle, and the end.
And
you should be talking all through it.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is the whole point is what I'm trying to make is that the conversation, you should have a conversation, not just, you know what, I'm gonna go out here and bang whoever the hell I'm gonna bang. You know what I'm saying? Have the conversation, whatever, middle, beginning, end, all three, don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, have the conversation, When you don't have the conversation, where there's no kind of conversation with your partner, then quote unquote, let's go to disloyalty or quote unquote cheating. You know what I'm saying? And then because now you kept out the loop, you don't know what's going on. You're like, well, damn, I just wanted some piece of pussy. You're like, what? Well, I'm sitting here. You know. So I just want some.
Now you've just changed the dynamics of our relationship by yourself.
That's what I'm saying. So, you gotta have this is where you gotta have a conversation. A lot of times that'd be the problem. Like, nobody comes to each other to have a conversation sometimes. You know what I mean? Or a lot of times. So that'd be the main issue. But be like, oh, I didn't know yet you wanted to do it 2 women. You never know. Your girl might like, well, I got a homegirl. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you want to do it with another dude. I got a home. You know what I mean? So it's like you just never had nobody had a conversation to go on and make the decisions for themselves.
Yeah, and then there's a flip side to this, because we're talking about the side where everyone's open and everyone wants to have a conversation. What I was attempting to express previously is that I was saying to my partners, I am bisexual. I do like men and I do like women. And they were deciding on their own that we were in a monogamous relationship regardless of what I told them.
Okay.
to where people don't even want to acknowledge what they're actually dealing with. It's like they want to live in a fantasy world, even though the person is saying clearly, no, this is what it is.
Got you. That's true. Now I can see that. I can definitely see that. Or they're gonna try to make you or try to change you into what they want.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I feel you on that. So let me ask you guys this, and this is gonna be an open question here. You know, have any one of you been on either side of the spectrum? Have you been the cheater or been cheated? Well, Cedric, you did talk about being cheated on before with but so have you ever been the cheater?
Yes, been the cheater too.
Okay.
And learning from that experience, keeping her out the loop or breaking the trust. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole most the thing about just breaking the trust, because I'm thinking with my head and I'm my head on top of my neck. You know what I'm saying? So it's just breaking the trust. After we say, okay, we're gonna be exclusively for each other, we're not gonna do this, and then guess what? I go out and do my thing a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? So and breaking that trust, and that's what me being disloyal. You know what I'm saying? As well as I got cheated on as well, or got disloyal as well. So just breaking that trust. You know what I mean? So that's the whole thing. My argument is that if we're gonna talk, if we having this conversation, this is what we're gonna do. Whatever we're gonna do, whatever type of whatever you want or whatever I'm on, whatever conversation we have. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do, and if both of us agree on it, then we should be sticking to that. Of course, everything's not perfect. Shit do happen, but that's where the disloyalty come from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just breaking the agreement. You know what I mean? Just like a contract. You break a contract, you got to pay. You got to pay for what the consequences of that contract. You know what I'm saying? You got to cash in or whatever the case may be. You got to break that contract. You didn't do this, do that. Guess what? You're gonna get fired, or you gotta pay some money, or you gotta do this, you gotta do that. So, you gotta bear all of the pain that comes with it after you don't break this, this contract with this person. Okay.
Okay, a contract. Damn, that sounds like a marriage. Hold on though. We just talking about relationship. No, I'm just so look. So that's on another topic. We're gonna definitely get into that. But so Lola, have you ever been in a relationship and been cheated on and taken the person back?
Have I been in a relationship where I've been cheated on and took the person back? That's what you said, right?
Yes.
My current situation? Okay. Yes. Okay. I have. That just goes for the question, do I feel like this person is gonna cheat again?
Right.
He is in Atlanta.
Hold on though. Don't be talking about Atlanta like this.
He is in Atlanta.
This is how I feel, right?
Like 40 women to one.
Whatever. Don't also, but you don't use that.
Listen, because you're my best friend. Like you know how I am, right? Mm-hmm. A one box person. I feel like it takes more than one person to handle me, right? So I feel like this time around, do I feel like he would cheat again because he did it before? Honestly, you blew that the first time, so I'm always going to think that way. How I move now would be different. My understanding in this relationship would be different. I feel like we would be successful now because now I know where we stand. Because in the beginning, when we first tried out, you loved me this much and you still did what you did, right? Versus now you love me even more and I took you back. Instead of it being on your terms, it's going to be on my terms. So I get to explore what I want and what I've been wanting with you, and it's in that I would like this. We just have to have that conversation now, up front. But I feel like when he cheat again.
So you think once a cheater, always a cheater then?
Huh?
So you think once a cheater, always a cheater?
Absolutely.
Okay. So your answer is yes. Then you think okay. 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 So you saying no because you're trying to vouch for yourself, I'm sure, right? Yes.
Well,
Yes, sir.
Of course, I'm gonna vouch for myself. Of course, okay. God damn it, yeah, you damn right. No, you damn right. No, but I mean, people do learn. You know what I'm saying? People do learn from their mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just what it is. Some people do, some people don't. You know, to say that, you know, every man or every woman that cheats, he or she not gonna cheat again is kind of like, nah, because people do change and people learn from their mistakes and don't do it again. Now that doesn't mean that the person they cheated on with, they're gonna stay in a relationship. They might break up with that person, but you know, a lot of times, sometimes they learn a lesson. You know, when they go into the next relationship, all right, you know what, I need to, you know, keep a dick in my pants. I need to keep my legs closed. I need to, you know what I'm saying, and need to do this and do that. But you know, but always say that it's always say
what you're saying. Said, if you can hear me, I'm sorry to interfere, but cheating is not only just a sexual thing.
Right,
it's not just a sexual thing.
Right, but what I want to say, but this is the key word. Like I said, whether sexual or mental or mental, you know, people got to be willing to change. It's that word is will. You know what I'm saying? People got to be willing to change. And of course, if you on the phone with someone else, you know what I'm saying, and you telling somebody all your secrets and you're not telling the woman or the man that you with, you know, the person you on the phone with know more about you than the person that you with at the house, and that's definitely
that's the person you're having a relationship
That's definitely
with.
You being disloyal. You know what I mean? Like you being disloyal. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but then honestly, it's gonna be a matter of time before you act on it physically. It's gonna be a matter of time. You know, especially continuing to talk with that person. It's gonna be a matter of time. You're gonna go out there and do something physical. So, but again, you know, people do change, and some people they're willing to change, and they like, you know, I'm willing to change. I'm willing to change myself for the better, and be a good man or be a good woman to my significant other or to the next one I get. You know, so I don't believe once it's cheater. I don't believe
it's not a thing of changing. What if you're just growing? Like I stated previously, what if you're just growing? What if I recognize now I'm poly? So now when I move into the next relationship, I will say I'm a polyamorous person, or I'll seek people who understand life the way that I do. So it's not that I changed. I still do the same things I did previously, but now I'm in a safe space. I'm in a safe relationship where I don't have to experience myself.
Well, you got to be willing to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest. That's what you're going to start with yourself. You got to be honest with.
Well, that's the part that I'm talking about, though. When I say I don't even believe in cheating, like I've had the cheating experience. Yeah, I've had people consider me unfaithful, but how does that work? When I already told you I was bisexual, I already told you I was not going to be satisfied in this relationship with just you, and you just still blew it off like you understood. So I thought we were on the same page.
Because you deal with some people that think they can handle it, and then know in the back end. That's why I said it comes back to being honest with yourself.
This is why I said cheating doesn't exist. Because once we label our partners a cheater, then we've also labeled ourselves a victim. And I don't believe in being a victim. Now you're a cheater. So, you hurt me. You did something to me. No, this person was simply attempting to satisfy a desire. And when you talk about taking someone back, yes, I've taken plenty of people back who have been disloyal because now I understand the desire.
Exactly.
Now I understand what they were attempting to express to me. And now we can talk about it. I can create a safe space now so we can be better.
Interesting. So you don't, okay,
I can give you a high five right now, Ebony. I'll hug you and squeeze you tight.
That's that poly, girl. That's that poly.
Right. But see on the flip side, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. But on the flip side, on the flip side, like I said, you're dealing with human beings, and everybody doesn't think the same way. You understand what I'm saying? So even if you do have a conversation, I've dealt with, I've been conversation with people who think they can handle marriage, and they can't. They haven't been honest up front, even with themselves. Then they know not to be honest up front with the person they with. Being with some people who who say this and say that. That's what you deal with human beings. You know what I'm saying? That's what you deal with. I'm not making an excuse for anybody else, but what I'm saying is that everybody else don't think the same way. You